Hello everyone, this is Sandra from the Lebanon, Oregon Senior Center. We have 3 cards today, 2 regular cards and then a bonus card. These are the 2 cards we're going to make first, and obviously they're very similar. This one is a horizontal, also known as landscape, so it will open this way. And this one is a portrait up and down. I haven't glued this piece on yet, so it will open. Really, it will open. Okay, this way. There we go. And so those are the 2 we're going to do first. And what you will have in your kit is, put that over there, a card base that is green. It's scored in the middle. So we're going to fold it this way for demonstration purposes. Then you will have the image of the chair overlooking whatever you want to color in back here, and a square piece with a scalloped edge so that you can mount those on top of each other with a little border. And then here's the interesting part. We have, in the kit, we have these 2 long skinny strips and then a corner piece. So, as you can see, we have 1 card going this way and 1 card going this way. So, now, here's the problem. I forgot, there's a 3rd piece, depending on which kit you have, which goes this way. So if you like it going this way and you have this long skinny, just chop it off. Otherwise, you could put the long skinny across the bottom like this. All right, so let's figure this out. Whoops. So here we have, I'm going to flip this over this way. You have your blank slate here. You have your corner piece and the matte corner piece. So remember, our paper is 2-sided. If you want to use this side, that's good. If you want to use this side, then you have your ferns. So you're going to glue this down to this piece, which I'm not going to do right now. You know how to glue. And then you have a triangle. This triangle you could pretty much put anywhere you want to. I put mine down in this bottom corner, and then we'll take the greeting and place it somewhere over this way. If you don't like that, you could take your corner piece and put it up here, and your pretty little image down here. Or you can keep rotating the piece until you have it in a location that you like. So any of the 4 corners would be great, and then you could put it like that. Now, since it fits exactly right like that, you can also rotate your piece and put it this way, the long landscape mode. So it's all up to you. So that's the first one. And then now we'll flip this over so that we have this back piece. Whoops, back piece this way. This one goes, I figured it out myself just now. This one goes up and down like this, and then you can put your image on top of there. Now, if you don't like this paper, this side of the paper, you can always flip it over. But you'll notice that the ferns here kind of go the wrong way. So if you don't like it like that, rotate your card base. Put your ferns down like that so that they're going in the proper direction. And then you could put your image like that. So the great thing about this project is you have two cards using the same decorative paper, the same image as we, whoops, wrong side. As we flip this over, same image, you'll have two of the green squares, two of the images, and then your pieces that will go on your card base. Obviously, I did not glue these down yet. So again, you could put these any way you'd like, and you can rotate the paper any way you'd like. You could put it that way, you could put it that way, and you have your image. So whatever way you'd like to do it, just figure it out and glue it down. Now for the inside, you have two inserts because white will be easier to write on than the green. So we have one for a vertical image, and then over on this side, we will have one for a horizontal image. Now, if you don't like that and you want both of your pieces to be the portrait or the vertical way, just take this and flip it over, and you'll have a blank white piece in there to write on. So there's that. All right, let's go this way. I feel like I'm playing cards here. Sleight of hand. So we'll have vertical card or horizontal card. Another thing, I used markers in here. Actually, they're alcohol ink markers, but you can also use regular markers. They may be a little too intense to color this in. You might use colored pencils. Those work really nicely. Or you could just leave it as a black and white image. All right, so that's the two cards. And then we have our bonus card, which looks like this. Am I got that right way? Nope, had it upside down. Okay, so there we go. So here's our bonus card. In the kit, you will have your white card base, a piece of pink cardstock, a piece of ribbon, and 3 images, 3 panels with your flowers. Yeah, there we go. 3 pieces with your flowers. And then a separate flower. Whoops. A separate flower to go on top of the ribbon. So, let me fold the card base. And there we go, trying to be very accurate about this. Okay, there we go. So we have the card base, and I'm going to put that aside for now. Then we have the pink piece, and we're going to, all right, color your pieces first. pretend I just colored them. And now if you flip them over, I put numbers on the back side. You might not be able to see this. 1, 2, 3. All right, now that's the order that you want to glue them down, line them up. The reason for that is 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's terrible trying to do this upside down. So you will notice that this all came from the same piece of paper. And I just cut it into 3 pieces. So that when you mount it, you'll have this little border of the pink cardstock, but the flowers still continue on to form the image. It's kind of like a window pane. So when you put them down onto the pink piece, this is your number, upside down, number 1. And I'm not ready to really stick these down, so I'll just demonstrate what we're going to do here. And of course I had it upside down. So this piece goes like this. So we'll put this over here. You want to eyeball it to make sure you have a nice little strip of pink and that you're straight. So we put that down. Then what we want to do is put the third piece, 3, down as the second tie. The second piece you're going to put down, that didn't work. There we go. The second piece you want to put down is the third panel. And you want to line that up. Line that up. Give a nice little border. And then stick it down. And then the third piece, the second piece, you want to put it, number 2, you want to put it down like that. And you have a very small little gap right there. All right, so then you line this up. And glue that down. So there you have your 3 panels. Now, I could have made the border over here just a little bit smaller to give me more room, or more of a pink piece right here, but that's good. So you have your little piece of ribbon, and you want to put your ribbon down, glue it down, and then wrap it around the ends so that when you put this piece down on top of your card base, your ends won't be showing. If you accidentally glue your card base down before you put the ribbon on, well, this is what it will look like if you do it this way. You'll have your tails on the inside. Now, I must admit I forgot myself to wrap the ribbon around the pink piece before I glued it down. So what I did was I glued down the ribbon, then I cut the ends off. So I have raw ends right here and right here. Now the problem that might happen is that the ends will start to fray. If you take your ribbon and you wrap it around and glue it down before you put it on top, then your ends will not fray. All right, so let's pretend we've glued this all down and we have it straight. That would be nice. All right, just pretend there. Then we take this piece, the extra flower, and color it in. And you will see, this was made, I stamped it first, the flower, and then I cut it out with a punch. So lining up the punch with the flower is sometimes difficult. So you'll have these uneven borders, the white. See, there's no border here, but these have a white border. So what I did was I simply, after I colored it, I simply cut the white, that extra white piece, off of the flower. So then once you've colored this, you can place it anywhere you'd like. And then you'll end up with this. And the inside is blank, so you can write your greeting or your message on the inside. So that's the extra project for this month. Next month, we'll also have an extra project. And I don't know what the theme will be yet. So it will be a surprise.